you understand?
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
It's not that people are willing to take the risk. It's just sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Watching all the stars come alive tonight. Standing in the dark, waiting for the signs, howling at the moon. All this time, in my clouded mind, I was loving you. Dance now, you wanna dance now, when the strobe lights come on. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Alright. You tasted blood in my hands, wouldn't let it go. We go all out of moonshine, so let it grow. So just let it go. Dance now, you wanna dance now, when the strobe lights come on. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Alright. You tasted blood in my hands, wouldn't let it go. So let it grow. You taste the blood of my hands. And this is not what I need. You taste the blood of my
Friends, the time for mediocrity in broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you are tuned in to the Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock. Online at TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones NRI. Kicking things off this week with our good friends from Sweden, the Rez Fuze Dance Now. Yes, of course, I have to mention the Rez Fuze from Sweden, yet their English is better than most people who live in the general vicinity of this studio. You know, it's just one of those things. We have friends that are in bands in Germany and friends that are in bands in Japan, and their English is spot on, but I digress. Big show for you tonight, the Nymphidels in studio. Of course, DJ Psycho Eddie is here. He's going to hang out with us until the top of the hour, and then we'll kind of turn things over to him if you're catching us live. And very special to this week at around 6:05, I want you to join us at facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. We're going to have an after the show. We're going to go on Facebook Live with the Nymphidels. I hope you can check that out. But before that, let's get back down to some music. We're going to have a double shot up next for you. We're going to hear from our good friends Worm from Reckless Records. The double shot is going to kick off with Girls in the Mosh Pit right here on the Tony Jones Show.
Skin tight clothes. We want girls in the mosh pit. 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 Choice. So be it.
From Reckless Records, coming out of a double shot from Worm right here on the Tony Jones Show. Life, the track you've just heard. And the last time we chatted, I brought you into Girls in the Mosh Pit. Yes, you heard it here on the Tony Jones Show, the best local music around for you between now and the top of the hour. In studio with us is DJ Psycho Eddie, and also the Nymphidels are here, one of my favorite local bands. And you know I don't just say that to every single local band that comes in here. I only say that to my favorite local bands who come in here, and I want to thank you guys for being in studio. So remind everybody how the Nymphidels got their start. How did they become a band?
Oh, are you giving it to me?
Give
well,
us the
first,
history
thank you
lesson.
for having us as well. We're really psyched to be
Yes.
here, and you're one of our faves too.
And here's Pat with the story. Jess was doing acoustic open mics. I saw her. I told her I played drums, and we said, "Oh, we should try jamming." So we did.
It was prearranged by our families a long time ago.
Pat also
yeah.
Pat also got a goat to join the band and 3 acres of land.
I was kidnapped. No, no, it was pretty. It was not really planned on being a 2-piece at the beginning. I had never started a band of my own and was just trying to put a bunch of people together, and honestly didn't even have an electric guitar at the time or a place to play. My friends were nice enough to let us use their basement and their amps, and I borrowed a guitar from someone, and Pat was the person that was able to show up for the first practice I scheduled, and we just kind of hit it off musically and personality-wise so quickly. It was like I felt like I knew him forever, and the music was great.
Listen, from personal experience, if you can get a drummer to actually find like the place where you're supposed to practice and show up on time, I mean, that's huge.
Oh, right, and it wasn't his, and it was a drum set had already been in the basement because my friends, they would be playing music down there sometimes, and actually it's Malcolm Travis from Sugar is friends with them, so it was his drum set.
Yeah. No, otherwise it might not have happened, actually.
Yeah.
So were you guys in other bands and kind of playing around town before the Nymphidels happened?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can speak.
I had been on a bit of a hiatus, playing in cover bands and stuff like that. But yeah,
You were in
definitely
group
been in a
with
few
you.
bands. Yep.
So I think actually that about 2 years ago we covered this on My Night Out Radio, but I want to ask again for folks who can't remember, including myself, who suffers from CRS, can't remember stuff. Where did the name Nymphidels come from? What is a Nymphidel? How did that become a band name? It's not Googleable. It's not something that already exists. So tell us the story.
Well, that was the biggest thing, was that it wasn't really a word yet, even
And
because we weren't having luck coming up with.
Well, right. If we said some of the names we were thinking of, and to be honest, too, like because it was my first band, like as far as making quote unquote Facebook page and being out there and everything, like I wanted to have a good name, like
Right.
So we had been practicing for a couple months and working on songs, and there actually was a point where there were a couple other people that were playing with us, but it just didn't really work out in the way that our music was going. So we kind of just evolved into a 2-piece, and then okay, so what's the name? And one night at practice, we were just joking around about something, and the word nymphomercials came up, and I just thought that was a funny idea, like doing like nymphomercials, and then I just started. I literally was probably up like many nights, like thinking of other things with the word nymph in it, and I know it's so weird, but Nymphidels just came, I guess, like, and then actually like the meaning of nymph and the meaning of fidelity put together is kind of a neat way to think of our band, because it's like, I don't know, it's not sexual, folks. Get your minds out of the gutter.
Breaking news here on the Tony Jones Show.
Well, we'll leave it up to
But
the
it's
imagination.
okay. Yeah, it's okay.
And we're
It is.
You just ruined a whole mindset for me, but thank you.
I had
it's definitely in the ambiguity.
yeah.
I had the
Well,
same
maybe it is.
the same experience looking for a band name. I was inches away from being in a band called Schmegma.
There you go.
I like that. Oh, the dumpsters. Oh, that wasn't a serious one.
We just heard Schmegma on the way over. No, that was the Go-Go's. Sorry.
Close.
No, band names are hard because, it's especially like now being able to look things up, and
Yeah.
if you find a name you like and then find out other bands have the same name, but we're
Everything's
lucky that
taken. Everything's been done.
it wasn't out there, so it was.
I think I mentioned this last. I was in a band called the Goners, and there were probably 500 bands in the United States at the time called the Goners. Because this predates being able to Google other bands and names and find out what's going on out there.
For sure, yeah.
But there's only one Tony Jones.
That's true. Well, no, there's a bunch.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Actually, no, you're
Strong name,
right
though.
on one of those.
DJ.
There is, as far as I can Google, there's only one DJ Psycho Eddie. However, I know of one other Tony Jones.
That's good.
He's the senior, though.
Next time I have any legal problems, we'll just push it all off on those other Tony Joneses. We're going to head back down to the local music. Up next, our good friend Shore City. They're actually playing this Thursday at the Met with another band that's a good friend of ours, Vagora. And if you go to vagora.bandcamp.com or facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, a few years back, Vagora came through. They actually played an acoustic tune on the program and put that out as a single. And I totally forgot until I saw the show listing with Shore City and Vagora at the Met this Thursday. So if you can, check these guys out. They're back at it. The Shore City took a little bit of time off, and now they're back out there. One of my favorite tunes from them, The Ghost of John Crossland. You heard it here on The Tony Jones Show.
The ghost will be arriving here.
down and he placed his hand on another man from another land. Again we breathe another's grief while the hangman's hand was on the blade. A twinkle grew in that buckshot eye. He gave a riddle instead replied. Who serves me best? Hangman said, hey, we'll learn the rope on the gallows tree. And there stood John Crossland, who sat his ghost in England.
Arise, we meet, and I can read your thoughts. I see where this is going, and know your thoughts. And I can see the lies and the truth and the pain. I can recognize that this is just a game. We play in our minds because we are the same. I want, you want what we can't have. We take, we steal, we make it real. I can recognize that it's not for me. We can justify this eternally. I don't believe it can be anything real. I know, Romeo, you don't need to say it, you can just go. I know, Romeo, I don't need to ask, I'll just let it go. We are just addicted to the taste of our lips. Something comes alive when you trace down my hips. So dance, 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 dance with me. Tomorrow's gonna change and you will have to go. I know. It feels so right. We dance all night. For a time, you are all mine. But I can recognize that this is goodbye. I do not want you to tell me why. Don't worry, I am not gonna die from the way I feel. I know, Romeo, you don't need to say it, you can just go. I know, Romeo, I don't need to ask, I'll just let it go. We are just addicted to the taste of our lips. Something comes alive when you trace down my hips. So dance, 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 dance with me. Tomorrow's gonna change and you will have to go. I know. I don't wanna stop dancing. This might be the last chance to feel a bit of romancing. Yeah. You don't need to say it, you can just go. I know, Romeo, I don't need to ask, I'll just let it go. We are just addicted to the taste of our lips. Something comes alive when you trace down my hips. So dance, 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 dance with me. Tomorrow's gonna change and you will have to go. I know.
A little Dust Ruffles right here on the Tony Jones Show. Romeo, the name of that one. Last time we chatted, I brought you into some Shore City, the ghost of John Crosland. They'll be at the Met this Thursday night with our good friends of Agora. If you can check that out, be sure to check out Shore City as they revive themselves and they're back out there playing shows, looking for shows, and doing their thing. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter @TonyJonesNRI. Be sure to go to TonyJones.org and RIFreeRadio.org. If you're in a band, click on the contact page and contact us. DJ Psycho Eddie is here. The Nymphidels are here in studio, the luxurious Rhode Island Free Radio Studios. They're here with me. The Nymphidels, a band who they've been around for a little while, and I want to know what keeps you guys going. It's fun, but it can be a grind sometime. And other than the nips that DJ Psycho Eddie has provided this evening, what keeps the Nymphidels going?
Nips and nymphs.
No, it's literally just the nips.
I feel like it's not a choice really, because I've loved music since I can remember knowing what music was. I don't know. So, and when you meet someone who kind of shares the same musical tastes and interests, and you can play well, it's like, well, even days it's like, yeah, it is hard because it's an earlier show, or it's just two people trying to load up a car, it's not opening, and it's like, or blizzards and such.
Or the stairs aren't shoveled.
Yes, exactly. And also another thing, like no windshield wiper fluid, you can't drive, or accidents and interpersonal, like
drama.
Yes, the fights and
the infighting. The behind the music that would be coming if that show was still.
But it's just if you love it and it's just within you, you don't have a choice really. And the wonderful bands and people we meet by playing is.
And I'm just not good at anything else. I'm barely good
helps.
at this, and so. Yeah.
There's quite a few bands. They come through here all the time. This isn't the slide on anyone, but there's quite a few bands who do the quote unquote band thing, and they're around for 4-6 months, maybe a year, and then they've gone off to sit on a porch somewhere and reminisce about the good old days of when they used to be in a band. And then there's bands that just kind of hang around for years and years and years. And I guess it's great to see both, but it's great to see bands with the stick-to-itness too, to just keep out and keep going and keep doing it. So. That was a long, sloppy point for me to ask you what your best gig experience has been through all the shows.
No, that was a great point, actually.
I think it is a real
we always
one.
say that 90% of it is just keep
doing it.
Whatever it is.
The 90% of success thing is just showing up. Or, I don't know, or just
is that it? That's been said.
And
I thought that was ours. I thought that was original.
I think we're gonna hack Wikipedia and attribute that to you guys now.
And I really like when right, because if you're a fan of a band, even if you are in bands and fans of you don't want to see them break up because you love their music, and it's sad. Like I don't like when I see bands not staying together because.
But his question, what
was my question? My question was the best gig experience you've ever had.
It's about to happen next weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to say because honestly,
Alchemy.
It's like children. You can't pick your favorite.
Right.
They've all been great, but I mean, if
best
you want,
gig is Alchemy on the 14th.
I love when we've been invited to play other bands like CD releases or just because it's in a celebration. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with it. Alchemy, 14th. That's
you see, they're being very modest. They really want to say that the RI Free Radio first anniversary party was their favorite.
Or their first appearance on My Night Out Radio 2 years ago in this very studio.
That's true.
Right.
There are these things that they're being modest and they don't want
to be political.
We're being reverse modest. and no, next week though. Are we going to? Can we talk about this? Can we talk about Alchemy? Can we? Oh, please, can we?
How we turn lead into gold.
Alchemy's Davy's. I'm sure Tony's going to do this.
Gold is happening.
Well, just like comparing it to your kids, there's always one kid that's a little bastard. So the reverse side of that question is, what is the worst experience you've had out there?
Okay. We'll never tell.
Oddly enough, about 2 years ago, I came on My Night Out Radio.
We actually refer to you guys as the little bastard. No, we'll never tell.
You don't have to name names.
Like operationalized.
There was
words.
one just really weird one where it was like
ways to get the process of getting there. There's been some horrific stories of just getting to a show.
Yeah,
that makes it stressful.
And then that plus Just like, get there and the sound guy's not there. And
I feel really lucky in Rhode Island. I feel like the sound guys are great.
Actually care about what they do.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, it wasn't Rhode Island, yeah.
Yeah, I will say experience in other places, just being kind of not, a sound person has to be committed to, their job, right?
So the sound guy turned on the microphones and went outside to smoke pot.
It was like I was trying to lip sync, and I'm just kidding.
Woof. Nothing is the Mariah Carey except the Mariah Carey.
No, but they're still nice. But just some when they have like an attitude, or it's like they're just like, I don't know. Can't think of the word right now.
Yeah, and you don't see that around here a lot.
Yeah.
The kind of apathy. That one night that I'm thinking of, I think Or playing a show as a band when there's like a game going on. Like,
that's brutal.
It's just hard because it depends on how the game turns out.
And I don't follow sports, so I have no idea. I mean, if you ask me to play during the Super Bowl, I'm going to say yes and have no idea that it's the Super Bowl and nobody's going to be there.
You can't even talk about. I've had.
Well, there could be a big fight breaking out because car's getting tipped over. It's like
you're just sitting there playing as your car's out front in flames.
How about the big game? That big game.
Sports.
Or during the World Series, you say when's halftime show, and you realize they know that you're not a fan.
But unless you're playing the halftime show, whose idea was it to put sports with music? Like it just,
right? Yeah.
I can go with anything. Though.
I had a similar situation, Eddie. This will be in your wheelhouse. We used to play at a place regularly where it was half a nightclub and half a strip club. So depending on the quality of the entertainment next door, depended on who was watching your set or who was next door. And, of course, I had my own friends heading next door at certain times. Yeah, that was I spent some very quality time in Groton over the years.
It can work. It can work. I mean, you could put music with anything and have it
comedy
work out.
But
also just sometimes like it feels like somebody was just like, this will be weird. Let's try,
How about these guys?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I actually could say, and I can speak to what you were talking about with the strip club. I have actually done Halloween parties at strip clubs where the second floor of the strip club, which was primarily, we'll just call it the Raw Bar.
VIP area?
Yeah. Instead of having the stage open, they would put these heavy metal thrash bands, the original 1031, not the 1031 we had in studio a couple weeks back.
That actually the 1031 that I'm going to play next.
Yeah, that'd be the one. That's a good segue too.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Nice accent.
But they would put on. In fact, that's where I met Justin Sane from Joint Damage. Joint Damage played that gig as well. And literally, you have all these people in full costumes, and they're really getting involved with it. And then here comes whoever in a G-string and like a dream of what used to be a shirt. And she would just come walking through, and no one would pay attention to her because they were so involved with the music. However, as soon as the band stopped, doing the changeover, it was like crickets. Everyone scattered like cockroaches back to the first floor where all the entertainment was.
Yeah, right.
Now, the transverse side of that is playing on St. Patrick's Day over the years. I mean, we could just have sounded completely horrible. You could probably turn the PA off, and people loved it. Why? Because they'd been drinking since 7 o'clock in the morning.
As long as you change
Talk
your
about
name,
a captive audience.
You gotta
change
know
your
your
name
audience.
to Tony O. Jones.
And you find yourself saying, we should do this all the time. No, we shouldn't do this all the
We
time.
can't.
Surely shouldn't do this all the time.
Well, to your well-placed segment, we're going to hear from 1031 up next, my favorite track from then. And actually, I just saw on Facebook that 1031 is looking to add a lead guitar player. So if you're a uncommitted lead guitar player out there, be sure to check out 1031 on Facebook, facebook.com/the1031. One of my favorite tracks from them off of their Trick or Treat album that came out last year. Here is I Will Not Drown. You heard it here first on The Tony Jones Show.
Through the
So we'll be riding. We'll be riding. We'll be riding. We'll be riding. Chasing white lines up by 95 north again. Do you remember the bands and the curves of that Chesapeake River, my friend? I hear ain't no poet, the words just flow out all the same these days. But I'm hanging out my window singing, at least those hills know my name. My name. My name. Till then, baby, I'll be burning all my bridges down. Yeah, I'll smoke out this whole goddamn town till you come back around. I'll be singing with all the sinners there. I'll be drinking one down. Once that whiskey hits, once that whiskey hits, I hope I hit the goddamn ground. The ground, the ground, till you come back around, back around. Come back around.
Coming out of a double shot from Meaghan Casey right here on the Tony Jones Show. I-95 North, the name of that one. Then before that, we heard Sea Monsters. Then last time we chatted, I brought you into some 1031 off of the EP Trick or Treat, which they put out a little bit earlier. Actually, they put it out mid-year last year, and one of my favorite tracks off of Trick or Treat, we heard I Will Not Drown. You heard it all here on the Tony Jones Show. In studio with me, please don't point that towards my eye, is DJ Psycho Eddie, who's currently opening up a bottle of bubbly, because we keep it classy here on the Tony Jones Show. And in studio with me are the Nymphidels, who, well, very important down to what we came here to talk about, and that is the fact that everybody in this room has a big show on Saturday, January 14th. Actually, DJ Psycho Eddie, will start off with you because you are DJing a huge show at Fet Music.
Yes, I'm going to be at Fet Music with Orgy, Powerman 5000, Death Valley High, and about 20 other bands.
And just to that point, I had a chance to talk with Knee High Fox earlier this week, which
is one of the bands that's playing.
They'll be co-headlining that show. If you go to golocalprov.com or go to the blog space on Rhode Island Free Radio. We had a full-form interview. Fantastic band now on tour. But tell us a little bit more about Freak Fest as you open up that bubbly.
Okay, first, most importantly...
My eye!
Oh. Here it comes, here it comes.
Oh, there it is.
That was the bubbly. For the rest of the show, I will be talking with my pinky out. Freak Fest starts at like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going till almost 1 in the morning. Like I said, tons of bands, but there are also side shows. Dr. Finnegan's circus sideshow is going to be playing. Wick Carney, one half of the American Mad Men, will be there.
Is there going to be a lobster boy there?
There is supposedly they're going to be doing a freak show.
That's worth the price of admission.
Actual freak show. Bearded lady will be there.
She's single.
I
might have to get a ticket.
In all actuality, bears a striking resemblance to Ray Regola from All for Blood. Ray, if you're listening, love you, man. Other than that, I mean, I'm going to be mostly up in the DJ's perch, lack of a better term. I'm going to be blocked in from Doc Finnegan, and I know for a fact that Bonehead's Wings will be there, purveying fine quality wings and or chicken fingers. So,
now, how many Freak Fests have you been a part of now? I feel like we've been talking about this for a while.
Number 4.
Nice.
So this is my 5th one. And aside from that, I also have another couple of shows coming up with Black Sheep Entertainment, and as they come up, I'll talk about them. But yeah, Freak Fest, without fail, every year, every one they do is bigger and better than the previous. And I just can't say enough about it. It's one of those things that you just hope and wait for that call. Because I just love going there.
Now, unfortunately, folks out there listening can't be in 2 places at once because the Nymphidels have a big show coming up with Tony Jones and the Cretan 3 and Jody Jilt and the Volt and the State of the Union. It's at Alchemy, which used to be Providence Social Club, which used to be Jerky's, which used to be AS20 on Richmond Street, and that is going to be an early show. So we'll be kicking things off at 6 o'clock there. So I guess technically you could hit both shows.
Well, actually, right now I'm behind the scenes. I'm chatting with my wife. My wife is probably going to drop me off or leave my truck at FET. She's going to Uber over to Alchemy to catch your show.
See,
when
now
you guys are done.
That's the way to go.
And she just brought a bunch of cool snacks in it. She's real.
She has to keep me in the shape that you're seeing right now.
She has to keep you in a lifestyle which you've become accustomed.
That's right. Plastic cups, champagne, and Twinkies.
And she...
Oh, sorry, moon pies.
And most importantly, she brought the plastic cups because we have a fridge full of champagne, but we don't have anything to drink them out. Now, I'm not above grabbing a bottle of champagne, putting it in a paper bag, and walking the streets of West Warwick. But I figured with you guys here, we'll keep it classy.
DJ, don't point that towards my eye. I go at it. That's how we got this new nickname.
That's the second time I was told not to point something at someone's eye. You're the first one with a mustache and a beard.
Today.
She was Italian. She did have a mustache and a beard.
Well, unfortunately, if you can believe it, we're starting to run out of time. So
that's crazy. I was just looking.
She'll be at.
I was looking at the time. I guess when you're having fun, it goes by too fast.
Now, I do want to ask you 2 more questions. The Nymphidels. Are there any bands out there that you want to give a shout out to, and local bands that you're digging? And of course, we have to let everybody know how to get a hold of you online.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All of them. No. We love all Providence, Rhode Island bands.
Be specific.
Well, I'm happy to hear Satellites Fall is they're doing some comeback stuff, and love Dust Ruffles, who you played earlier. Played with them. Sugar Cones.
Creed 3.
Can we write a very, very long list and get it to you? No. Other.
That's right.
Jamie Craighead is supposed to have a release yesterday. His release will be now on January 21st. And oh my gosh, it's just way too many. I don't like that question because I love them all.
All the other,
I'm sorry.
Everybody you play. I mean, you
oh, Jody.
yeah.
Everyone you just mentioned.
And Sex Coffee and
yeah. Vulgarity are awesome. I love them. They're fun. They're great. And,
yeah.
The Fates are a newer band that I like a lot too, and
And, of course, you're on Facebook. You're on Twitter. Anywhere else? .com website?
We have a website, nymphidels.com. And, yeah, we have a YouTube.
I think we're on all that stuff, but I don't know what's up there.
we actually really do need like some we need to, if we actually had money, we could hire someone to handle all of our social media, because we're not the best at it. But
let me throw this out there, just because I was having a little difficulty when I was doing my post for the next show you're going to be on, which first off, I want to make sure everyone knows Nymphidels, Nymphidels. Well, I kept screwing that up because I don't know, my fingers were hitting the wrong keys, or I just don't know how to spell. So if you're not sure, Nymphidels.
NYMPH. No, I'm trying to get better at it.
No, but I love over the time
Facebook.com/Nymphidels.
People that pronounce it or spell it different ways is always kind of fun, because sometimes it's
/
Nymphidels, so we sound like a nice wine. The Nymphidels or Nymphidels, like we're funky.
You guys should have a line of wines.
We should.
Got one
I'm
right
sure
here.
if you just relabel some Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
And
$2 Chuck would go well.
Before we get out of here, what do you guys have in the pipeline? Any other shows besides the 14th? Any recordings coming up? Any of that good stuff?
Yeah, we got asked to play at a live TV show in Lowell.
Nice.
It's called the Lowell Train, and I'm not too familiar with the public access stations, but I think it's Channel 8. And
that's the week after.
Oh yeah,
after next. Is that 2 weeks?
It's January 19th. Yeah.
Oh, it's actually, yeah.
So we have the show next week with you. Can't wait. And then
I don't know when it airs, though.
Yeah, I think it's live. Yeah.
Live?
But then it will rotate throughout the whole month. And then the
That's
Jamie
a lot of
Craighead
pressure.
EP release just got rescheduled to January 21st. So those are the things coming up for this month right now. And
that's in Providence.
Oh, yeah, days 220.
And hopefully it won't snow.
Yeah. It will, because we're playing. When we play in winter.
And he used to be the drummer of Fall and Bounce, and he started doing his own solo acoustic stuff, and he's really great. So definitely come check it out. And and we're just continuing to work on finishing up some songs.
Some new stuff.
Ready for a new EP. Just
looking forward big time to next week. Can't wait to hear you guys again.
Yeah.
We suck.
And thanks again.
And Happy New Year, everybody.
Cheers.
And with that, we are just about out of time. So I want to leave you now with, pouring over my hours and hours of show prep, another two-piece band that have been in studio with us. We're going to have, hopefully, a double shot of 30 Silver right here on the Tony Jones Show. And we're going to kick that off with Dark and Sinister Man, Have It Thee. Thank you guys again.
Thank you.
Don't forget to go to Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, at Tony Jones NRI on Twitter, TonyJones.org, and RIFreeRadio.org. Here's a little 30 Silver, Dark and Sinister Man, Have It Thee. Bye, everybody. Bye.
See ya. Let's go see the ghost.